The story I would like to share with you today is called Kune Kune. Kune Kune is a Japanese onomatopoeic word that refers to the way an object bends and twists, or the way it softly bends its body. So, what is this strange Kune Kune thing that the boys saw? When I was a little boy, I went back to my grandmother's house in Akita. When I arrived at my grandmother's house, which I only visited once a year during the Open Festival, my brother and I were immediately excited to go outside to play. The air was much better than in the city. I ran around the rice paddies with my brother, taking in the fresh breeze. When the sun had just risen and we were approaching midday, the present breeze turned into a hot and humid one. Deprived of the exhilaration I had felt earlier, I said to myself, "It's so hot. Why is there such a warm wind blowing?" I said in a bad mood. Suddenly I noticed that my brother was looking in a different direction from me. There was a scarecrow in the direction. I said, "What's wrong with that scarecrow?" My brother said, "No, it's over there." My brother looked more and more intently at it. I was curious too, so I looked at the far side of the rice field. Then I saw it for sure. "What is that?" I couldn't make it out from a distance, but there was a white object about the size of a man moving in a Kune Kune motion. Moreover, there were only rice fields around it. There were no people nearby. I felt strange for a moment, but I interpreted it as follows. I said, "Isn't that a new kind of scarecrow? There's never been a moving scarecrow before, so a farmer or someone must have thought of it. Maybe it's moving because of the wind that's been blowing." My brother looked satisfied with my accurate interpretation, but his expression instantly disappeared. The wind had stopped, however. The white object was still moving Kune Kune, as usual. My brother said in a surprised tone, "Hey, it's still moving. What the hell is that?" Then, perhaps curious, my brother went back to the house and came back again with binoculars. "I'll take a look first, you wait a bit," my brother said with some excitement, and he looked at the binoculars with great enthusiasm. Suddenly, there was a change in my brother's face. He turned pale, broke out in cold sweat, and finally dropped the binoculars he was holding. I was afraid of his transformation, but I asked him, "What was that?" My brother answered slowly, "The less you know, the better." It was not my brother's voice. My brother walked back into the house in a hurry. I immediately tried to pick up my binoculars to see the white object that had turned my brother pale, but I hesitated. Maybe it was because of what my brother said, but I didn't have the courage to look. But I was curious. From a distance, all I could see was a white object moving strangely, Kune Kune. It's a little strange, but it doesn't cause me any more fear, but my brother. "Okay, I have to look. I'll see for myself what kind of thing gave my brother the fright." Just as I was gathering up my courage to look through the binoculars, my grandfather came running towards me, looking very panicked. I asked him, "What's wrong?" My grandfather said, "Don't look at that white object. You saw it. Did you see it with those binoculars? I was frightened by my grandfather's panic, and replied no, not yet. My grandfather seemed relieved by my words, and said thank God, break down in tears. I was sent back home, without understanding. When I got home, everyone was crying. Was it because of me? No, not at all. When I looked closer, I saw that my brother was the only one, laughing like crazy and dancing Kune Kune violently. Just like that white object. The sight of my brother scared me more than the white object. On the day I was supposed to go home, my grandmother said it will be easier for him to live here. It's too small over there, and considering the world, he won't last more than a few days. It's best to leave him here and let him release to the rice fields after a few years. I heard those words and cried out loudly. My brother was gone. Even if I saw him again next year, when I went to my grandmother's house, he would not be my brother anymore. Why is this happening? We used to be friends just a few days ago. Why? I desperately wiped away my tears and got in the car to leave my grandmother's house. As my grandfather's waved to me, my brother, who had changed, seemed to wave to me for a moment. I looked through my binoculars to see my brother's face from the car as we drove away, and he was in tears. He was smiling, but it was the first and last sad smile he had ever shown me. When I turned the corner, I couldn't see him anymore, but I kept looking through the binoculars with tears streaming down my face. Someday, things will go back to normal. That's what I thought as I looked out over the green rice fields, nostalgic for my brother's original appearance. I was just looking through my binoculars, reminiscing about my memories of my brother. That's when it happened. That's when I saw something I shouldn't have seen up close. Kune Kune. What did you think of our talk today? In this channel, I will be introducing urban legends, strange stories and mysteries from Japan. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you like it, please thumbs up. See you soon with the next strange story.